Who initiated the divorce?
Mary said she wanted a divorce from Steve for sure.
Mm-hmm. So who initiated the divorce?
But that don't mean I ain't talking about who initiated divorce. I'm talking about even though she initiated divorce, she was up on the mental care.
She filed for divorce. She
But
did.
still,
She filed for divorce.
okay, so let me ask you this. Who put up that conservatorship? There was a conservatorship in Mary's divorce to show where y'all could take Winton and take her property and shit. Who signed up on that conservatorship?
There's nothing in the paperwork that shows that.
It's a conservatorship in there. I don't know if somebody
In the
slipped
seal,
in
in the sealed documents. No, there's no conservatorship.
Well, if it's not in there, I mean, look, like I'm not gonna put court papers up right now because I already know y'all trying to do some shit. And why would I send it to you? Because I really don't trust you. But a conservatorship means that you could take over Mary's life, take her properties, take her kid, and take
well, as a power of attorney, you could do that too, right?
But you did that, right?
No. Mary wanted out. She filed for divorce, and whoever files for divorce usually want to pay for it, correct?
Hold on, Ricky. Hold on, Ricky. Liz, if Liz keep threatening people in the box, you can move her ass out the box. He came over and talked to me. She didn't want to say nothing. You open your mouth again, and y'all don't like it, you can remove Liz out the box. But she didn't even want enough to get up on this platform. So I meant that. Don't come over and threaten nobody because that shit ain't going to work. Go ahead, I'm Ricky.
So as far as that, this is what Mary wanted.
Right.
This is what Mary wanted. Okay? Steve didn't initiate this divorce. Steve was on the road. from because in the sealed documents you can actually see what Steve wrote as far as their marriage, and you can see what Mary wrote as far as their marriage. Mary said, "There is no going back. We can't make this work. It's over." Steve agreed,
what month was that?
but he didn't take Winton in 2005. In 2005, Mary had custody of Winton. Correct? Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm saying in 2005, when the divorce is over with, who had primary custody of Winton?
Mary.
So how did Steve end up with Winton and Mary had primary custody?
In 2007, Mary sent Winton to go live with his father.
And why would Mary do that?
No one knows. You're going to have to ask Mary that, because I questioned that the other night on my live. You're in the middle of reopening a case to talk about property, talk about money, and you're willingly going to put your son on a plane to go to his father. Why? Winton was her bargaining chip. And I'd have to say that it was definitely against attorney advice to do that.
For who? Steve or Mary?
Mary's lawyer. I'll guarantee there's not a lawyer in this world that would say, "Hey, that's a great idea. Go ahead and do that." You know what? That's the smart thing to do. Not a damn lawyer in this country is going to say that.
First of all, like somebody would have to prove that to me, because Duro Paget said that Steve Harvey paid for Winton to come up there. And then my thing, let's go up a little bit further. So that's 2007. So you explained to me that a sorority paddle is not the same as a
fraternity paddle.
And you said that Steve had a fraternity paddle.
Yes, because so here's how it works. A sorority is a female fraternity. That's so a sorority and a fraternity. Sorority is women, fraternity is men. Like the AKAs and Sigma Betas. Two different groups. One's male, one's female. That's all.
Okay,
So
but
it's the same paddle.
But it's really a 2x4. So did you think it was okay for Winter to be beaten with a sorority paddle and a belt buckle, whether he got off on it or not? Was that right?
Did you say belt buckle?
Yes.
It wasn't a belt buckle. The report says belt.
The report says belt buckle.
No, it doesn't. You want me to pull up your report? Yes. I can put it as my screen. You want me to put up a screen?
So you can put it. Did you alter it? Because I got belt. Okay, let's stop this then.
It says belt. Read it. Pull it up. Read it.
I don't have belt. But let me ask you something. So you said it wasn't a belt buckle, but we know it's a fraternity paddle that got beat with a belt. So do you think it was right for Steve to beat his son with a fraternity paddle?
No, I don't.
So Ricky,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
So did you talk to him and tell him that shit was wrong?
I don't talk to Steve Harvey, but I don't believe that he should have.
You just said you talked to Steve Harvey in the beginning on the other live, so let's don't play these games.
No. I talked to his attorneys.
You are his attorney, Ricky.
I talked to his attorneys. I don't talk to.
So you ain't his attorney no more, Ricky, but you talk to his attorney now.
I've never been his attorney, but okay, let's go past that. We're never gonna get past. We're just gonna we're gonna spin that around for a while.
No, we know you.
So I agree with you 100%. He should have never used the paddle. Now you're saying how long couldn't he pee?
It said 2 weeks.
It says 2 days.
Okay, so you want to say 2 days? It was 2 weeks later when he went to check. Wait, let me finish.
Go ahead.
On the paperwork, because I could put it up on my community page myself. I don't want to plaster that shit all over Let me finish.
It's already on my community page.
So you want to say it's 2 weeks? You want to say it's 2 weeks? Are you still there?
I'm here.
So you want to say it's 2 weeks or 2 days? Whether it was 2 weeks or 2 days, and he had blood in his urine. So are you trying to make an excuse because 2 days, 2 weeks, 1 day, 1 month, he was beaten with a fraternity paddle? Do you feel like that was okay, Ricky?
All right, hold on a second. I'm looking here.
Don't put that paper up there because I'm gonna plaster that shit all over. And I done read it, but I seen the pictures. I don't even know if you seen the pictures.
No, I didn't see any pictures. But I have it. I have it right here. So it says he
put it up on the screen since you're gonna just show it.
Okay.
So my thing is whether you showing it or not, he beat his son with a fraternity paddle. Nah, my shit ain't blanked out like that, player.
Yeah, no. I redacted all names because that's what you're supposed to do. All victim and other people. You don't show people's names on a child abuse report.
Okay, then take that shit down because you got it blacked out. That's like trying to hide something.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
We can come back on another stage so I can find it myself. Because when you start seeing stuff blacked out, I don't want to see that, Ricky. Take that down, please.
Well, because you're not supposed to show people's names when you're showing CPS
but that particular part of the report that they said that I could release that. I mean,
no, they didn't. You can't release. You can't release a CPS report or child abuse.
That was police report. That wasn't a CPS report. That was a police report.
Yes, but you can't release a child abuse report.
Ricky, at the end of the day, one thing, two things, he had blood in his urine. He couldn't pee.
He didn't have blood in his urine. It was 2 days that he had pain.
You're a fucking liar.
Okay. Like,
wait, because I got the paper right in front of me. We can come back another day for that. Because why the fuck would you think I would be on this internet if I didn't see what Steve did? You just said it was bad for himself that you know that Steve beat his son with a fraternity paddle, and it's like you try to co-sign. Don't do that, Ricky. Don't do that, please. Don't.
You know what?
Don't do that.
You know what's really, really funny about this? You say he was beat like a Hebrew slave. Did you say that?
He was.
Okay, he sustained bruises on his legs and buttocks from the whipping. Let's see. I observed bruises to the right thigh of his leg and also bruises on his right buttocks. I also observed a cut on his right thigh leg. Okay. It says right here, whipped him with a belt and also a paddle board. There's no belt buckle written on there. It says belt. And he whipped him with a belt and then he whipped him with the paddle. There was bruises on his leg and his right buttocks, and there was a cut. A cut.
So, Ricky, since you don't know Steve and you want a part of this case, how did you obtain that police report?
From you.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You've posted that thing I don't know how many times.
Okay. Okay.
Once you post it, I can capture it.
Okay.
I just took out everyone's name because I felt that's better than having, a child abuse report with names flashed everywhere. That's just me. I'm just saying. But he was not beaten like you say he was beaten.
Dude, yes he was. Yes,
it was 2 days. He had pain urinating for 2 days. The 2 weeks you're seeing is he didn't go to his mother's house until 2 weeks later.
But just to know he was being like that, and he's saying that. What are you saying though? Like you acting like that's something minor.
But you're exaggerating. You're saying he didn't pee for 2. You said he didn't pee for 2 weeks. He would have died.
I didn't say he could pee. I said he had problems urinating. They say he could urinate, and when he urinated, he had blood in his urine.
It didn't say anything of blood in the report. It says he had pain for 2 days.
Okay.
Which is enough. But that's okay. I'm not saying that's nothing to laugh at. That's something. Pain for 2 days, but it wasn't 2 weeks.
Okay,
he wasn't hit with a belt buckle. He was hit with a belt.
Okay, so listen to this. Whether it was 2 weeks and he went to Texas where Mary was at, the bruises were still superficial enough that she filed a police report and they printed that because it happened in Atlanta and y'all closed it in Texas.
How do you know that even that was even from the spanking?
It was from what?
How do you even know that was from the spanking?
You just
he could have fell down. He could have did anything from
now this is what we're not going to do because you're actually co-signing on the fact that it's a child.
I'm not co-signing anything.
Don't do that shit, please.
I'm not co-signing anything, but you're saying you know for a fact that those bruises came from the spanking. He's a boy. He could have been doing anything.
You're not listening to your lies. You said that Steve sent Winton to Mary because when he got to Mary, those bruises were on him. So he got on a plane by himself, and Steve sent him then because he didn't have an escort. So in 2009, when Winton went to go see Mary, he had those bruises on his buttocks and all that. That was 2 weeks later after the beating. That's what it stated in the report.
Bruises. There wasn't a big gash on his back like you said on Storm Monroe's video.
Go put it. But how do you know that and you didn't see the fucking pictures?
Okay. The cop said he saw a cut. The cop would have said a large gash. He's not gonna write a cut.
You know what? What I don't really like is that y'all co-sign. So let's move forward.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
so
now we got 2007. You saying that Steve had already started signing property in Margie name because he divorced Mary in 2005. Let's move forward because Winton got the hell beat up in 2009, and that was covered up, Ricky. Okay.
Well, that report doesn't say beat the hell out of him.
Let's go. If you beaten with a bull like Ricky, what was wrong with the belt that he had to do a paddle to?
I don't know. I'm not. I don't.
Right,
I don't. I'm
exactly.
not.
You
I
don't know.
can't.
You
I
don't
can't
know.
tell you what was in Steve Harvey's mind at the time.
The point of it is, the point of it is, he couldn't just whoop him with a belt. He had to go back and get a board and beat his son with it. That's an issue. And if anybody sees anything differently, that's an issue. Because at the end of the day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4, it's still going to affect Winter in some kind of way to this day. That's why y'all really trying to gag me. So let's go forward, Ricky.
Why are they trying to? Why are they trying to gag you? Why are they trying to gag you?
I don't know. You said you went in on it. You in on the gagger too? You want to gag me too?
The initial file was gagged also
What
and
initial
sealed.
file? Because you know, if I'm in the case, I should be able to see everything in the case, right? So
you have the sealed documents.
No, I know when I sent for the case and I paid for the documents, they sent the money back to me and they wouldn't let me get the case, but y'all got me in the case. That's illegal, Ricky.
No, you're not in the case.
So what am I? If I ain't in the case, why is there gag on?
You're because you have the sealed documents.
Okay, so you said
and you're releasing. Did you or did you not release sealed documents?
I released documents.
Documents that happen to be part of a sealed document.
Okay, so how am I in it? Tell me how I'm mixed up in this case. Check me. Tell me that.
Now, when you became Mary's power of attorney and you started facilitating.
Now, what you're not going to do, Ricky, is to be cutting me off and yelling over me when I'm talking to you. So when I ask you a question, I would likely politely, if you stop and let me answer the question. You know this shit ain't making no sense. But
ask the question.
You're not going to come on my platform and talk over me. So let me ask you the question. The next time I say, please stop. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stop muting me. You said